Well, the very sad news which we can now report to you now, we are attributing this to ANI in the absence of an official government statement which should come soon. ANI, which often gets its news first from the government, says at least 20 Indian soldiers killed in the violent face-off with China in the Galwan Valley in eastern Ladakh. The casualty numbers could rise. Again, I'm going to repeat that statement. At least 20 Indian soldiers killed in the violent face-off with China in the Galwan Valley in eastern Ladakh. The casualty numbers could rise. They are attributing this to government soldiers. So this is what we have at the moment. This is a huge situation and a massive escalation. The earlier report was that 3 Indian soldiers had been killed in action. At this stage, this is what we have based on what ANI is reporting over here. Now, just in terms of the situation, in case you're tuning in now, there were violent clashes in the Galwan Lake region of Galwan River Basin region of Ladakh. 20 Indian soldiers have apparently been killed in action as a result of these violent clashes which took place in that area. This includes a colonel of the Indian Army, the commanding officer, and 2 others reported earlier and confirmed. At the moment, we are still waiting for an official statement from the government or from the army, but ANI, quoting sources within the government, and I'm hearing this as well, but is stating that at least 20 Indian soldiers dead, killed in action on the Galwan front along the line of actual control. This is a huge development and quite clearly the worst incident perhaps since 1967 between India and China. There was a major skirmish then in the Nathula Pass region. But for more than 50 years then, the situation between India and China, for 45 years, if you look at the next situation, which was in 1975, for 45 years there has been peace in that sense along the line of actual control, no fatalities. Yes, there have been clashes, there have been assaults even recently, but 20 Indian soldiers dead, which begs the question, were all of these 20 Indian soldiers beaten to death? Because the detail which has been provided by the army earlier on is that in fact there were no shots which were fired. So if that was the case, then how exactly did 20 Indian soldiers die? How were they killed in action? I should also mention that the Indian Army has inflicted casualties on the Chinese side as well. Though the numbers are unclear at this stage, we do not know what the numbers are. The army and the government have not confirmed these numbers as yet. It's very sad that there are no casualties which are being reported at this juncture officially by the army. We are told there could be a statement a little while earlier on. There is also, sorry, who? General Deepak Kapoor. Do we have General Kapoor? We just lost the line with him. We try to get the former army chief, General Deepak Kapoor, as well. So this has been coming in just the last little while, still waiting for an official confirmation. I'm sorry I don't have very much more to share, but throughout the day we've been getting more details on this, that the army sources saying that 3 people dead, but now ANI reporting that much more is the detail that we have.